Hello everyone. I'm just going to wait for Facebook to let everyone know that I am online. I'm trying to work out which way I need to sit so that I don't go off the screen. Let me just turn some lights off for a minute so we're not so... Oh, now I'm in shadow. That's not very good, is it? Otherwise, if I put both my lights on, it looks like I'm lit from below. You know when you used to do the torch thing when you're little kid, and you put the torch up under your chin, a spooky face? Well, that's what it looks like. So now I can't see if I am live. I hope I am. I could check my laptop. So if you're here, jump on and say hello. Kathy has said good afternoon or afternoon. Hey Kathy, how are you? Kathy, can you confirm that I am actually on my Facebook page and not somewhere random like my actual timeline or something like that? That'd be really good, as I don't have another device today to actually see the Facebook Live, so I have to rely on what I'm seeing in front of me. So good afternoon, Beryl, how are you? I hope everyone is well on this Wednesday. It's hump day, so if we get through today, we're actually past lunchtime, so we are halfway through the week. Always a good feeling. Sorry, shouldn't live wishing your life away for the end of the week, but sometimes some weeks just drag on and others go really fast, and some you want to be over with in a flash, and some's like, I don't want this week to end. This week's not been the best for me, so roll on the weekends, all I can say. Hope you are all well. I'm on Facebook. Beryl, am I on my page, or am I on my timeline? I should jump on and check. Hey. Alright, so let me just check. Hold tight and I will check my Facebook page. I would hate to think I'm in the wrong place, so just a second. Get my laptop, hurry up, it doesn't want to show me anything. Hang on a minute. And I am live in the right place. Yay! Alright, so hello everyone. I will get going now. No more fiddle faddling around, but I hope you are all well. And if you are in a COVID affected area still, stay safe. I've noticed that South Australia has gone back into lockdown, and we've had 6 reported cases in Queensland yesterday, so I'm hoping we're not coming up to the second wave. I think we have got through pretty well unscathed here in Australia. Compared to some in the States, it's just atrocious over there. Yeah, so anyway, I got a delivery on Sunday, would you believe? A big box of lots of goodies from the new upcoming catalogue. So I'm going to switch us around, show you all that wonderful wonderful product, and then I'm going to create a project using something from the new catalogue that's coming out in January. If you don't have a demonstrator you already purchased from and you would love a catalogue, then please let me know. If you're a customer of mine and you have purchased in the last 6 to 8 months, then I will send you a catalogue automatically. If you would like one and you are not, don't currently have a demonstrator, happy to send you one, just let me know. So yes, Kathy, all overseas travellers in quarantine. What about those 2 cheeky ones who thought they could get away with not going to quarantine? I can't talk today. What's new? They flew from Brisbane to Melbourne or something or other, and they didn't go into quarantine when they were right. Quarantine. I can't say that word today. They didn't go isolate themselves. Naughty, naughty people. Just as well they didn't have it. Alright, anyway, let's get on to some new product, because I'm sure that's what you all have come here to see. So let me flick the camera around. Alright, here we go. Turn another light on. And look at all this lovely, lovely stuff. Alright, now, can we see and can we hear okay? And I'm really thirsty today, so sorry. I'm going to have to keep drinking. Gosh. Just so it's only water, not alcohol, or I'd be drunk by the end. Alright, now, let's start with this beautiful Hydrangea Hill Suite. Oh my goodness. It is stunning. Purple, one of my favorite colors, and flowers. I mean, you know, what else can I say? We have a beautiful purple, gorgeous grape sheer ribbon. Really nice. I'm not going to undo it yet, but I think you can pretty well see there. Yeah, I know, Kathy. How do they get out of the airport? Maybe they got a connecting flight. I don't know, but that something went wrong somewhere there. So really, really nice. It has these gorgeous, gorgeous pastel pearls that goes with it. That looks like a Highland heather. Gorgeous grape and white pearls. Oh, so yummy. Oh, I love them. I can see a lot of them being used in my life. Very, very nice. Hopefully it's picking up correctly. Then we have the Hydrangea Heaven stamp set. I love hydrangeas. My mum used to grow them a lot. I've actually got a picture of Mum, I don't know, it would have been when they first moved in, not long after they moved into their house in Liverpool, after they were remarried, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years, and they got a house, and Mum grew hydrangeas around the back and the front, I think they were, and Dad took a photo of her standing in front of the hydrangeas. Oh, as soon as I saw this paper, I went, yes, hello, that's what I'm doing with this suite. Alright, so these are Hydrangea Dies that go obviously with the stamp set. So it cuts out the main hydrangea, the stems in detail, this cute little die here, which looks like it cuts around the edge, and then each of these little petals, it cuts around in the center. So you would lift all these petals up to give it a real 3D look. Beautiful. And then this row of individual little flowers, so if you wanted to put them on again to add texture. A sentiment one, a little tag, and some extra leaves. I'm not sure what they cut out. They must cut out something. Probably this, I'd say these or that. And these leaves maybe. So, but look at the sentiments in this. Like, the world is better because of you, to an incredible woman. You are capable of amazing things. You make me smile. I appreciate all the little things you do. Oh, they're really nice. And you'll notice it's shown really, really little. Like, you look at that and go, oh my God, that is so small, that stamp. But it's not that size. The stamps are only 75% on this. So they, when you open it up, ding, they are bigger. So you're on 2 sheets of acetate. That is stunning. Oh, I love that. And then you've got like the colour to go behind it, like the wash. So you stamp the wash or vice versa, or stamp this first and the wash, or the wash and then this, whatever. Whatever takes your fancy, really. Really, really nice. Can't wait to get creating with this. I was going to do a stamping by mail with it, but I am... Now, if you hear me dump stuff, it's because I got the box that came in next to me, and I'm just going to show and dump, okay? Nothing's hurt in the process of this video. Yes, going back to sample mails, I'm re-evaluating them. I'm not getting as big a take-up on them as I was, so I'm trying to work smarter, not harder, and I may not be continuing those. But that's how I feel today. You know, it could change in a week's time. You know, who knows. Alright, this is the beautiful Hydrangea paper. Stunning. Alright, I'm not going to pull it all out because then I'll make a big mess. I'm going to flick through them and show the reverse like this. It's a nice green gingham check. Beautiful. I think that looks like Blushing Bride, and look at the colours. Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, and Whisper White. So it's Rococo Rose, my favourite pink of all times. Beautiful. Rococo Rose, and then a nice, really subtle water wash stripe on the back in like a Highland Heather, I guess it is. And then beautiful bouquets of hydrangeas. And a nice small floral on the back. More hydrangeas, deeper colours this time. That's where the Misty Moonlight comes in. And a beautiful pale blue, soft sea foam, I think it might be, on the back. With the white petals. Really nice. I'm hoping you can see it. The image I'm looking at, on my screen is quite small, so I have no idea. It looks like large. Hopefully it's okay. And another beautiful smaller hydrangea than on the front, less leaves showing on this one. Really, really pretty. And a really nice subtle, very subtle print on the back of that one. This one, oh my lord, I need to take one of these out because these type of pages are my favorite because, oh, look at that, it's two-sided, two ways. Like, this basically is an instant scrapbook page. Cut it in half, place it on soft seafoam cardstock, and you've got a double scrapbook page. You just got to add photos and embellish, and so easy. So one of the things I was thinking of doing with this catalogue is doing a scrapbook club, but again, I'm not sure I'd get the uptake for it, so it's just gurgling around in my head. So I don't know what I will be doing, except playing with lots of really cool, pretty product. I know that. Alright, and then this is the Mercury Glass Designer Acetate that goes with the Hydrangea Hill Suite. Very, very pretty. So you have that purple, silver on the back, and then this one is that Rococo Rose. Oh my god, that is, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I should say, that is stunning. And silver on the back. Oh, okay. And then this is a not quite as busy a design, more like bubbles in Rococo Rose, and then looks at the Highland Heather again. So two different patterns, one colour of each. Stunning. Wow. Really, really nice. Okay. So what else was in the box? Well, one of the first suites in the catalogue you will see is a Valentine's one, and it's a double suite. So it's got two stamp sets, two dies, paper and embellishments, and all sorts of wonderful things. You don't have to buy it all because it's what we call a mega suite. You can buy each of the stamp sets by themselves, the dies by themselves, the bundles by themselves, each individual thing by itself. I think I've already showed you, no I haven't showed you because I don't have them yet, the other stamp set that is in the catalogue that I can't show you, but this is the one that, another one in that mega suite. Always in my heart. So even though it's got Valentine's in it, it can be used for anniversary, friends, even a sympathy card, like, I guess you don't have to put the sentiments on there, but if someone loves those like flowers, they remind me of like water lilies, birthdays, any occasion really. These are the matching dies. I can't get out of the packet. Floral Heart dies. Now if this is the one I think it is, it has one outstanding die in it that I'm going to use over and over again. Yes, this is the one. Look at that. Beautiful. We actually have two sheets of dies. Alright, so you have this gorgeous heart. Look at that. That is stunning. And it coordinates with this stamp set. Sorry, with this stamp. It all coordinates with the stamp set. Oh, duh. And you've got your individual pieces that cut out all these stamps. Some extra leaves here. You also have a banner, sentiment banner, which is really cool. And these ones have score lines in it, so you can fold it so it's like a 3D. You put dimensionals under the middle bit, and then these ends are flat, and this bit is like raised, so it pops up. It's really cool. I'll have to play with that soon and show you. Little hearts. These would be cool for a shaker card. You could make a shaker card out of this, put a bit of acetate behind here, and then have a shaker card, and then a border of dies and a bit of stitching, of hearts, sorry, and a bit of stitching. Really, really nice. That goes with that stamp set. Again, you can purchase them individually or as a bundle. All bundles are 10% off, so it's always good to get a bundle because you are saving money. And talk about saving, if you haven't seen, we have our, get these in. Oh goodness. We have our giant year-end clear out on, and also the clearance rack has been updated, so lots of bargains. Now in the year-end clear out, some items are 50% off. I don't know how many of them are left. I assume they would have gone quick. So if you want anything and you don't like shopping online, let me know. I'm happy to order it for you. But yeah, be quick because the really good bargains are going to end soon. Well, they're not ending, they're going to sell out. And if you haven't seen, there's Stampin Blends on there. Now, we used to sell them individually, but now we only sell them as the 2-pack. No, pack of 2. There's some individual colours on there for $3.10 each. Like, what a bargain. So, it's not a misprint. Go in and grab whatever's left because they are really cool. Alright, so these are the heart charms for that last bundle I was telling you about. The mega bundle with all the love heart themes. These are silver heart charms. They're not adhesive or anything, so you can just tie these on with ribbon. Now I'm going to use, I think some of these, I might get some more actually, for zipper pulls on my cross stitch project bags that I make and sell. So I think they would be really cool on the end of a zipper pull. But you can tie them onto ribbon, to gifts, to cards, to anything. They are really, really sweet. Bigger than I thought they'd be. They are flat backed, so if you wanted to put some fine tip glue on the back and stick them on to projects, you could. I'm not into that sort of fussy. That's too much. You've got a heap coming, Kathy. That's good. This is a ribbon. It is ribbon. And it is Blushing Bride, and that's also in that Heart Mega Suite. I can't remember the proper name of it, and I can't bring the catalogue out to show you. Matte black dots, also part of that Mega Heart Suite. But like I said, all this can be ordered individually, so you might just like the black enamel dots. These are good for mail cards, and you don't want anything else girly or heartified, then you can just buy the dots. Alright, next, Pretty Perennials. This stamp set was designed by Dina Riekow in the US when she hit her $1 million in sales, and it is really, really pretty. She demonstrated to us at on stage some cards, and I've seen a few other samples using it, and it's really, really pretty. It's got a watercolor effect, and they just stamp beautifully. And it's a photopolymer, so you can see straight through it. And I think these are the dies that go with it. Pretty Perennial Petals dies. You missed out on some colours, Kathy. That's the blends, yeah. But you're happy with what you got? That's excellent. Very good. Alright. Now, these are the Perennials dies that go with this stamp set. Pretty sure these go together. And really, really nice. Actually, I think is this a Dina one? I think so. I'm not sure, actually. I think I may have the wrong... No, I don't know. No, I remember when Dina... So I was hesitating because I remember when Dina demonstrated it. She was going on about the happy. And I thought she had a die, but come to think of it, it was only the stamp, I think. Yeah, it's only the stamp. And these cut out all the separate little elements here, which is really cool. Be nice if we had a happy die. That'd be make me even happier. But there's some really lovely dies here, and you get lots in that pack, heaps. So I can't wait to play with that. As you know, me and flowers, yep, just can't get enough flowers. So I was over the moon when I saw this catalogue because it's full of flowers. And there's some really great sets that will coordinate with what we already have in the existing annual catalogue. So I'm going to show lots of that as well when I get creating with it all. Kangaroo and Company. Oh, how sweet is this? Totally Australian. I mean, it's fantastic. You've got your mama kangaroo and a couple of baby kangaroos. One that goes in the pouch and one that's just by itself. And then also in the pouch you can put a bundle of presents, an envelope, some hearts and some flowers. And lots of really cool sayings. Hello baby, just a note. Just for you. Love you much. Hello, thanks so much. Anyway, you can read all them. A little party hat. And then we have dies that go with it. And I love that Stampin' Up are bringing out a lot more dies for their stamps. It's really cool. So it eliminates the fussy cutting because not everyone is a fussy cutter like me. Alright, kangaroo dies. And you can see I haven't opened any of this. I just undid the box and went, okay, I'll come back to that later. And now I'm coming back to it. So here we have our kangaroo, cut out our mama, and our two little ones. And we have dies that cut out each of these elements here. But we also have this, which is like a little letter, I guess. And you could stamp your sentiments onto that and pop that in the pouch as well. That would be really cool. Lots of fun techniques you could do with this stamp set and these dies. So lots of colouring opportunities with Stampin Blends, watercolouring opportunities. That's going to be fun to use that one. Alright, and then I think the last thing, second to last thing I have to show you, is the Sand and Sea, I think it's called, bundle. This is huge, this bundle. It's not as big as the Heart one. It's only got the one stamp set and dies, but it's got an embossing folder and some different papers. So we'll start with the stamp set. Friends are like seashells. Now again, this is shown at 75%, so the seashells are a lot bigger than that. And here they are. Look at that, that's a big one. Beautiful. And they stamp really nice. I think they are like a distinctive stamp. So they're like, some's lighter than others when you stamp it. Gives a great texture without having to do any fancy techniques. Really nice. The embossing folder embosses the, let me see, hang on a minute. I want to show you. Yeah, it embosses. Must be the dies. Hang on a minute. Oops. Pretty sure it embosses the dies. So these are the Seaside Shelves dies. I always open them the wrong way. Alright, so see this large die here. I'll take it off the thing so you can see. Oops. Alright. That large, which way does it go? That way. That way. That way. That way. I'll get it right in a minute. This way. I think that matches up with the embossing folder. I could be wrong, but I've seen some really cool things done with this, so I'm thinking that it does. I haven't played with any of this yet. I've only just unpacked it out of the box to show you. Piled it all up on my desk. Alright, let's see how we go. Yes, look at that. Look at that. So, you can emboss a piece of paper. You can even stamp, like the old technique, I think I had it on my blog the other day, where you actually stamp onto the embossing folder. Let me see if these stamps line up. Let's do the big one. This is a fun technique. I'm going to have to try this. Yes. No, it's back to front. Stamp it this way. Alright, stamp onto the embossing folder. Then you can cut it out. No, that's not going to work. You would emboss, cut it out, and then stamp. So there we go. That matches perfectly. Look at that. That is way cool. And then you can use it all together as one image, or you can chop them up separately. Does that make sense? I'm probably not making any sense because I've got a million ideas running through my head. And when I play with it more is when they'll all make sense. So if you're here, jump in and say hello. And don't forget to share my video as well, please. That would be really helpful. Alright, so that is the Seaside Shelves dies and the really beautiful Seaside 3D embossing folder. That'd be nice, just like a textured background by itself. And that will match perfectly with our Whale of a Time set. So that'd be really cool, wouldn't it? Wait, pause an intermission while I get this in. I like to keep my embossing folders in their clear plastic bags, because then they don't go missing. No, it's not going to happen. Please. Alright, this is a trick I learned years and years ago, if you have the sticky bit on the flap, stick it to the bench and then turn it over and then pop in your item, and hopefully it won't stick to the item. That's if I was doing it properly. Alright, so they're the Sand and Sea, but put this away before I lose this stamps out of the set. Alright, so also in this suite you have stickers, and they're like a pearlized sticker. They are called Seaside Shelves, and they're pearl. So I think you've got that shell, and I can see, what's at the back, starfish. Shells, another shells there. What are they called? Conch shell shells or something? And then starfish. Nice. Lots of beach scrapbook pages coming up with this. And then you have Opal Rounds, which are a clear resin with tiny little bits of like sparkle in them that makes it look like opals. Cool. I might use them on my Lightning Ridge layouts. Look really nice. And then the paper that goes with it is Sand and Sea. I'm getting there. We're getting there. A few more things to show you. But all this new product is so exciting. A few things still on my list to get that are not in yet. They had delay in shipping. So yet another order will be on its way in the next few weeks. So you have this one with all the shells on it, and a great sandy motley background, and then a blue water with different type of shells in the background. I don't know what colours these are. Blushing Bride, Floaty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Sahara Sand, Seaside Spray, and So Saffron. So there's another, looks like a Melon Mambo type of one with starfish on the back. A rainbow sands, a coloured sands up at Taunton. That's what it reminds me of. And lovely little, I don't know what they are, they're like top of jellyfish, aren't they? Yep, they are. And then, oh, nice ombre pastel pattern there. And all different seashells on the back of that one. And then we have another blue, like the coloured sands, and a dot stripe on the back. Very nice. And the other thing in that suite is this pearlescent specialty paper. Nice. So it's finer, I believe, than our cardstock. Yeah, it's a really light and it's really shimmery. Can you see that shimmer? Very nice. Beautiful. Alright, so then there's one last thing of the new product I want to show you, and I'm not opening it because it explodes when you open it. Gilded Leafing. Look at this. A jar of gold loveliness. Now, at On Stage, Shelley and Sarah did a demonstration, and they had this container, and it filled, when they poured it out, it filled like a large plastic container. It fills so much. It's just amazing. So I'm not opening that because if that happens, I'm going to have it everywhere, and I've got the fan on, and my whole office is going to be gold. Wouldn't be a bad thing, but be a mess to clean up. So I can't wait to use this. You use it with heat and stick powder, which is coming back in the mini catalogue. You can also use it with double-sided tapes. You put your layers of double-sided tape down, peel off the backing, and press this on. Not sure if you could use it with embossing, like clear embossing once it's heated and then put it on. Not sure, but I need to have a play with that. But lots of good ideas. I'm also wondering if you could Versamark somewhere, like swipe Versamark and then put this on, if it would stick to the Versamark. Don't know, lots of different things to try and play with this. I can't wait to play with it. Alright, now the other thing, I just noticed now I've moved on my product, my camera is way to the left, but anyway, it is what it is. I have some celebration goodies to show. A couple of celebration sets that you can get. So starting January 5, our first celebration is starting. Now we're going to have 2 next year. And the first one is January and February. Spend $90 in an order and you can choose from a select range of products. Stamp sets, designer series paper are the options. Here are 2 of the stamp sets you can choose from. If you spend $180 in an order, $180 in an order, you get to choose from a select range, which we call a level 2 product. So either way, they're fantastic because they're all for free, and you're buying your products that you want to create with anyway, and you're getting a bonus for doing it. So they're just 2 of the stamps. Heal Your Heart, lovely scripty font, really nice. And that's definitely like a sympathy one, or a more of a caring type of stamp set. And then this is a birthday one, funny in here. Newsflash: birthdays found to be good for your health. Studies show that people who have more birthdays live the longest. Bad news is I forgot your birthday. Good news is I forgot your age. Wonderful. I like this one. It's really funny. Can use that, yeah, for a lot of birthday cards. Will be great. So there are 2. Now the other thing I need to cover off is, if ever you have thought of joining Stampin' Up, you get a 20% discount on all your orders once you join. Your joining cost is $169. For that you get $235 worth of product. So you're getting more than what you're paying for, plus you get free shipping. Now during celebration we always have a joining deal. And the joining deal this year is all this paper. So you get 5 packs of designer series paper. These 5 packs of paper, absolutely free. So there's 200 sheets in total here. And you get all this for free when you join during celebration, on top of what you already get extra to what you pay for. Alright, so if ever you have thought about joining Stampin' Up, I'd love to have you on my team. If you join now in December, you won't get this free paper, but you will get the chance to buy from the new mini catalogue early. If you join in January, you get this free, or January, February, you get this paper for free. So any questions, let me know. So these are all our colour family suites. I should clarify that. Alright, so you get a packet of the Subtles, packet of the Brights, packet of the Regals, packet of the 2020-2022 in colour, and a packet of the Neutrals. So they're all the papers. Now, these won't be released, these designs. So every year we have these same packs of paper in the different colour families, but they change the patterns on them. So these particular ones with these patterns won't be released until the next annual catalogue in July. So you are getting these 6 months before they're available, basically. Yeah, so that is a really cool perk when you join, and I hope you consider joining my team. Now, let's get on to some crafting. I've been going on for half an hour already and we haven't made anything. This is what we're making. Let me just have a drink and then we'll get going. Alright, so also I couldn't see my mat and where everything was when I had all my product on there. So I'm going to bring you in just a little bit closer so you can see. I'm sorry, I know my hand gets in the way. Anyway, that's as close as it's going to get. This is what we are making, and this is what we are using. Oops, my cable's in the way. Oh, you know what I forgot to show you? Look what I got. Look what I got. 8. Wait. One more cool little thing. Look at this. This is the mini stamp cut and emboss machine. How cute is this? Oh, it is so cute. And the mats that come with it. Really, really cool. Oh my gosh. I'll bring the other one in and you can see the difference in size. This is going to be a game changer. So for lots of those dies that I showed you today are not that big, like for your flowers and stuff, they will fit on this. And like this takes up next to no room, sorry about that, next to no room on your desk. So if I line up my grid paper, it goes to, that's 11 centimeters, so not even 6 inches this way. And then this way, including the handle, was sort of at 10. So, but look at this space saving machine. Amazing. And this is the normal one, so I'll bring the normal one over. Oops, wait, it's caught on something. Right, so that's your normal one. And then, just pop this up. Sorry, it might be noisy. And this is the little one. Look at the difference in size. I am in love with this little one. I haven't used it yet, but I can see this is going to live on my desk a lot more than this one because I struggle with space. I'm sure we all do. Once you get creating, it's like, oh my gosh, I have no room anymore. But having something little like this just takes up so much less room. Amazing. I love it. I'm glad I got it. I was umming and ahhing and going, oh, how many die cutting machines does one person need? And then I went, oh, all of them. So I got it anyway, just because I could. But I'm so glad I do because it's going to be really, really useful. Alright, so I've had that sitting over here and oh, totally forgot to show you. And it comes with all the mats that you need as well. So really, really cool. I shall move that other way now because I'm not going to use it today. Alright, back to our card. So, Floating and Fluttering is the new stamp set, one of the new stamp sets coming in the mini catalogue. And it comes with the Fluttering dies. And I just made this quick card to show you it. And let's get happening. Let's get creating, hey? Alright, so I have all my bits and pieces over here. I have a standard 10-fold white card. The top layer, which I'm going to emboss. And then a layer I'm going to stamp the butterflies on. Right, so I'm also using our new blending brushes. Really, really cool. And what's happened to that one? Oh no, I've wrecked it. I had it sitting somewhere and it's got a hole. Oh no. Oh no, I haven't wrecked it, it's fine. It was just caught up in the hole. I thought I'd broken it, but it was just hairs stuck through the hole. Hey Margaret, how are you? Thank you for sharing. Alright, so let's get creating because I've been gabbing on too long. This is my layer for my embossing folder. I'm just using the Scripty embossing folder. And we're just going to run that through. So bear with me while I just pop this through. And wait, if I use the right mat, it'll even work better. Let's try that again. Here we go. Alright, and then blending brushes, love them. Because this is like white on white, and I just wanted to add a bit more to it. Because sometimes you can't see, when it's a really small, fine embossing folder, you can't see the print that great. So I wanted to highlight it. I'm just using our new blending brushes. These are so sweet. So nice. And my Just Jade. Start from the edge and go in onto your paper. So she's starting off the paper. And I'm holding it here because I want a little bit more pressure than just if I hold it here, it's quite gentle. But I want a little bit more pressure. And I feel like this might break here and I don't want to break it. Like it probably won't, but I can be a bit heavy-handed, so I don't want to risk it breaking, so I'll just use it like this, and I'm quite comfortable using it like this. It's no big drama, it's not uncomfortable, it feels quite natural actually. So just around the edges to give a bit of a shading so you can actually see that there's a script on that paper. You can keep blending as much as you want. The more pressure you put on it, obviously, it's going to be darker. The more you go over it, it's going to be darker. When I was making the sample, it's like I just kept blending. I went, well, I should have just used a piece of Just Jade cardstock in the end, because I think I nearly blended the whole thing. But it's alright. And it doesn't matter if you get some darker areas, because that's meant to look a little bit weathered and different, I guess, not all the same. Alright, so there we have our background. That is ready to go. Now we're going to stamp our butterflies. Let me just tidy up as I go. So I end up in such a big mess. Oh, thank you, Helen. Hey, thanks for watching. I can't actually see who's watching. So if you're here and you want to shout out, then let me know. Just say hello. Don't be scared. I won't bite. Alright, so this is like a collage stamp, I guess, because all these individual pieces are together on the one stamp. And excuse the dirty block. I cleaned one the other day. So they all stamp together. And you know what's really cool about that? Check this out. They all cut out together as well. So look at this. Wait, I'll get the dies out. Look, they're all cut out together. Ah, it's stuck. Shouldn't have done that. Alright, I'm going to stamp so then you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do 2 lots of these. This is just Memento, which needs a re-ink. And I find in bigger stamps like this, I go stamp, ink pad to stamp, so I can see that I have it all covered. I hope that's not shaking the camera too much. I am pressing quite heavy. Alright, so there is our quilt butterflies. Now I'm going to colour them first and then cut them out, okay? There is a solid section for all those elements there, but you could colour them with watercolours, you could colour them with blends, you could leave them as they are, totally up to you. But I'm going to do the same colours as I have on this sample card. I've done the big, this is a flower, but it's a butterfly in Rococo Rose. And you could stamp it off first if you want a lighter colour. Apologies if my head gets in the way. Sometimes I feel I just have to get right over the top of the stamp to line them up. Then I have done the leaves in Just Jade. So that is these ones. Now my Just Jade ink pad is quite juicy, so they're quite a dark leaf, but you can stamp off if you want them lighter, and that's what I've done for the next one that I'm going to show you. Some of mine are not lining up perfectly, but that's okay, not going to worry me. Now the next one I've done, well, I've got the Just Jade, is this little one here, and I have stamped off on this one first because I wanted a lighter leaf. So stamp off on your scrap paper. Done. Okay, so then I have done soft sea foam, soft sea spray, sorry, I don't know, soft sea something. Soft Sea Spray. Oh, sorry, that was a bit squeaky. That's for this little one over here. And then on this one I've used crushed curry. But I thought, hey, I'm using all in colours for the rest of the card, so let's use Bumblebee on this one today, which is this one in here. Oh, nice. Alright, there we go. All our butterflies are coloured. Now, you will notice on this card, around all these elements, it's not stark white. Because I wanted it to blend into the background, I sponged this in Just Jade. So now I'm going to sponge around all this in Just Jade, so that it's not so stark. And I went over the top and it really didn't add and change the colour much. I just don't want the white being so stark around the die cuts, so it blends in a bit. And you can see it's not really adding much to the pink and the yellow and the blue. Might be muting them just a fraction, but I don't think it's really that noticeable. There we go, done. And now we get our lovely die cuts. There's our dies, there's 2 of them. So look, you cut out 2 together. I think that is way cool. Love it when they give us more than 1 die for the same stamp. Really cool. Alright, so you get these lined up as best you can. Sometimes they're not that great at this step. Hold it in place so it's not going to move. Okay, run it through the Emboss. Oh, sometimes I just feel like my strength is sapped. It's like, man, that made that sound like it was so much harder than it was. It was actually quite easy. But I also do it with my left hand because that's just how I've got my desk arranged, which is probably silly because I'm right-handed. Just going to get this off here. There we go. Alright, so we now have our little collage of butterflies and leaves. Now you can snip these apart if you wanted to use them separately, but there is also dies in the pack that will cut them out separately if you don't want them all together. But I thought it'd be fun to leave them together like a little collage. And how quick was that? Do 2 of them at once. So cool. Alright, we're getting there. Last thing we need to do is stamp our sentiment, which I don't think I've got a bit of cardstock ready for that, so I'll grab something. There's this cute little frame, dotted frame in the stamp set, so we'll use that to put our sentiment on. I forgot to get my sentiment stamp down. Yeah. Now I always find with things like this, it's easier to stamp first, then cut. Sometimes I cut and then go, oh, I can stamp that, no worries, and yeah, I never get it lined up properly. Okay, let's cut this out. The other big die. What are the big die? I use these two. This one does a, or were you talking about this one for the frame? Because comments are a little bit behind where I'm up to, so you'll have to clarify that, Margaret. Sorry. Okay. So we now have our sentiment piece. Oops, I don't know why I'm doing that. Just throw that away. Oh, I don't know. I can't keep them neat. No matter what I do, I just can't keep them neat. But look, I'm going to label them now. You know how often, if you're a regular watcher of mine, you'll go, I can never remember the names of things. Trying to fix that by labeling things. We'll see how that goes, hey? You watch. It'll still be staring me in the face, and I'll go, what's the name of that die? I don't know. Yeah. Right, now I've got to find my stamps of my sentiment. 1 second. Sometimes it pays to have things alphabetically sorted. I just used the thanks from Mini-Mates as my sentiment. And stamped it in just jade. Right, now we get to assemble. So, first step, we are going to just glue this on in the middle to one side. And I haven't put it on dimensionals because I wanted the butterflies on dimensionals. So just make sure your writing is going the right way. Use your grid paper to line it up to make sure that it is straight. And if you have a crooked eye like me, that is invaluable advice. Okay, and then we're just going to dimensionalize our butterflies. I'm using a mixture of the normal dimensionals and the mini dimensionals. Did I answer your question, Margaret? Because you haven't commented again, so I'm not sure if you meant the other rectangle die before I got to doing the sentiment, or whether you're talking about something else. Okay. Stomp it. These dimensional backs end up everywhere. It's the funniest place you found one. I find the random places all over this house. Alright, so this one is just going to pop up. I'm going to try and make it the same as that other sample, but you know, probably not exact there. And here, looks good. Alright, now I have just put that on dimensionals onto the card base. You don't have to. If you don't want to use so many dimensionals, you can just glue it straight onto the card front. Actually, that's enough. I could keep going. I didn't see you use both of the big dies. Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, they're exactly the same. The butterfly collage, there's 2 dies exactly the same. I think that is amazing. I love that they have given us that. Makes it so much quicker. So you could actually do like several more and make like a full collage and have like on a white background, and they could all be like raised and then some sort of cut off. That'd look really cool. Right, that's next on my list. Okay, just pop this on. Hopefully it is even and in the center, and fingers crossed, a little bit further up than down. Yep, never mind, it is what it is. And then I have added these cute little butterflies from the annual catalogue. Coordinate beautifully. Butterfly gems. They're in the annual catalogue, and I think they go perfectly with this. And that's hint as to the colours that I've used and why I've used them. Because I saw these and went, oh, that is really cool. Now, because we don't have a purple posy ink, I haven't used purple posy on this card. So that's why I've used all the other colours and not the purple posy. And I'm going to need something to get them off because my nails are too long. I have to trim my nails, I think. I was actually at the post office yesterday and I need to put a pin in. You know, when you use your card and you put a pin in, and I just couldn't. So I had to like use my fingernails because my nails were too long. Not good. So the spatula end on the take your pick tool, fantastic for getting embellishments off the acetate. So yeah, I've got one down there, and I'll push this further down and not far that way. This is facing the wrong way. It should be going that way. Ah, never mind. So where am I going to put this one? I don't want it there because then I might just leave it off. If I can't find anywhere to put it, it stays off. There we go. So that's the Floating and Fluttering Bundle today. I hope you have enjoyed this. And like I said before, if you need a catalogue and you don't have a demonstrator, yell out. I can send you one. And if you're thinking of joining during celebration, you get all that free paper on top of your normal great deal. In $169 you pay and you get $235 worth of product. I've got a lady I think joining up today because she wants to buy from the new catalogue now. She's seen a few samples from it and she loves everything in it. So she's going to join now so she can buy from it now. And the savings she's going to save is more than that paper is worth. So yeah, that's something to consider. Thank you. Beryl, where should I put in the exclamation mark? I probably should have, shouldn't I? Oh, too late now. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I hope to see you back here next Wednesday. Take care and happy crafting. Bye-bye.